Hello. Today I'm going to talk about my project called Easy CVE. Just a high level of the project, which I think it is quite useful to a lot of researchers, students, and even cybersecurity professionals. Just a high level introduction. The application runs on Docker Swarm. And what it does, it uses API to connect to different databases, CISA, EPSS, NVD, and ExploitDB, and a few other ones. Collect some data, show it in the dashboard. It fetches the data, normalizes it, enriches it, and it creates a cache layer so it doesn't have to keep calling the APIs to these websites and hammering them. And then it does have a security gateway for future, which is quite useful if you want to include like role-based access and authentications. So yeah, let's start with this now. Okay. To run the application, I'm going to just copy paste the commands here. Otherwise, the video is going to be quite long. So what we do, we start the Docker Swarm here and we register it. And after that, we are going to run our images and build our images. And as you could see, this is just a very high level of what the application is going to do. It's in different microservices, which means if one of them breaks, the application is not going to break, which means they are independent. If you need to run updates, if you need to make changes, things like that, the application is going to run without being affected. And so we register all the images on the containers and we will deploy. And these are the microservices here. And then as you can see, this should come up very soon. So this is the dashboard. What the user can do, they can come here and upload a file. When they upload it to the server, it would show the path, what it has been uploaded, and it would always show the logs here that what is happening. So the user can go and start scanning. It would show you in the logs what is happening, but basically it goes, connects to these websites, and downloads the scores for each vulnerability. This is quite useful because it put all the scores in one place. It would make it very easy, and it's very transparent. It would show you if there's any problems. It would show you, what is happening. And then what it does, it assigns some ways, and it would come here and it would show you exactly based on the ways that it has assigned. For example, if the vulnerability is on CISA KEV, it means there is a live exploit out in the world, which means it needs to be fixed straight away. So it would go to critical and it would show you why it has given that score to it. Assigns SLA, says that this needs to be fixed within 7 days, and so on. It would show, and it would also show you here, for example, if it cannot find answer here, or for example, here it says retrying, it's because it has been hitting NVD a bit faster than it should. We can rate limit this or use API keys in the future. And it would show you. So it's really good that it would show you what is happening and why that score is like that. Basically here it would show you what has it done, the timings, and I will come back and explain this later. But basically, as you can see, it would really help you quickly to identify what needs to be fixed, when, and how quickly. And this is something, it's just a guide. You can use this to just help you to prioritize. And what it does, user can go see the reports. You can see all the reports because the database is persistent here. So if I delete the application or the containers, you can still see the logs here. These are the past logs. User can go and delete a log if they don't like it, or users can go and open a specific report from the past, and they can see what has happened. It would give them some summary of what was important with that scan and the logs, and it is quite useful. And then obviously here there is another functionality here in the application that user can go and download a specific set of databases, and this can be changed in the future. This is just work in progress for later on. But what it does, it downloads all this information here, and then after it is finished, or even in the middle, like based on what it has, user can go say analyze now. What it does, it would go analyze based on the current CVEs that are here, and it would give the user advice comparing the CVEs to these databases. So basically, it would say that, for example, you have this many CVEs that are over 0.7. They need to be fixed as quick as possible, and user can go export the report there too, which is again quite useful. And that's for this part of it. Another great option that using Docker Swarm gives this application is, for example, you can go and scale it up. So for example, we're going to assign this container to have 2 services now. And then what happens, that's for like the load goes up, load balancing, and you can see here, make this a bit more bigger. You can see here that there is now API 1 and API 2 running on the 160 version. And what you can do for load balancing, you can view this. You can see that the traffic has been hitting the 2 internal IP addresses here. And in order to, you can do a live update on your services. So basically what you can do here, I'll put this here. So we are just not doing a code upgrade, but we can just change the tags here. It's just easier. You will see that 1602 version it's going to run. And we do the tag upgrade now. Basically, you can do a code upgrade, and it is doing it to both of the containers that we had there. And when the update is finished, we would be able to view, and we can see now that the 160 is shut down and 162 is running. And as you can see, the application is still alive. If we do need to do a rollback, we can do a rollback again. Say we did the upgrade and something broke, or we didn't like it, or this is just making it much, much easier. And after this is done, it's verifying everything is good. And then, as you can see now, version 160 is running again, and 162 is shut down. These are the 2 that we had. There's another one. It can do actually an auto recovery. If say like one of these breaks, we just kill the first one on purpose, and then as you can see, this is the first one that says 26 seconds ago. This was this one 31 seconds ago. So do you see there's a few seconds difference? That is what it killed, and it would come back live again. As you can see, running 16 seconds ago and 53 seconds ago. I think this application is quite useful, to be honest, and it is something that I think many people can incorporate in their security tools. I'm more than happy if I see a lot of interest in this to make this open source and just share my GitHub repo with everyone, and make this something useful for everyone. Thanks for watching my video.